Cancer, what's up? Happy birthday. It's Cancer season, nose diving into the fields. What's up, y'all? It is your month. It's all about Cancer. You're like the only people that are gonna be like, I'm good this whole month, while all the rest of us are gonna be like, but you hurt my feelings. But really, I won't be like that, will it? Because Cancers, they don't cry openly like that. They can, but you know. Okay, so I got a lot to tell you guys about. First of all, I'm sorry my hair is like, I don't even know. Forget about it, right? Okay, so I have a lot to tell you about before I start the reading. It's the end of June right now when I'm doing this video, so we still have a full moon in Capricorn on the 28th. Today's the 25th. So, Thursday night, is the full moon in Capricorn. Then July 13th is the new moon, and it's in Cancer, so that will be very harmonious. It will feel like a very harmonious new moon, and that's a time to plant seeds of intentions, to start growing things, to really focus on what you want for your manifestation magic. July 26th, Mercury goes retrograde in Cancer season, so yeah, so the shadow of Mercury retrograde is 2 weeks before it actually goes retrograde. So I didn't even do the math, but basically during the new moon on the 13th is when the shadow of Mercury retrograde is gonna start. So, everybody's gonna feel way introverted, is my prediction, because Cancer's already super introverted. They have a really hard time expressing their emotions. You're a Cancer, you get it. And so, you know, with Mercury retrograde on top of that, I don't even know how anybody's even gonna speak to each other. People are just gonna be sitting there crying all day. Don't talk to me, I just want to cry about everything that's ever happened in your life. So the very next day, July 27th, is the full moon in Aquarius, the star. Okay, so that is a pretty heavy hitter as far as the planetary movements for the month goes. That's a little rough. Now also keep in mind that Jupiter is in retrograde, so it is of the utmost importance, with it being Cancer season, and with Mercury retrograde coming up, to drink so much water you feel like you're drowning yourself, okay? Drink so much water this month, okay? For real. You're gonna thank me for it. Drink tons and tons and tons of water. If you don't, it's going to make you more tired. You're not going to have anything to cry out. No, I'm just joking, but really, you really are going to want to stay hydrated. You know, you're going to be spending more time outside in the sun probably, so there's just a lot of reasons why this is a good month to drink lots and lots of water, okay? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Cancer season, because I want you guys to understand what's going on with what you're walking into, because I feel like, you know, it is my duty with this channel and with the subject of this channel to give you guys all the knowledge, or not all, but, you know, the good chunks of the knowledge that I have about astrology and the moon and different things like that, because it's not really you know, how do I want to say, it's not really very taught and embraced and common in our culture today. It's changing, but you know, it's not. So Cancer season is a time where for a lot of you, I would say for almost everybody, we're going to be the most sensitive out of the entire year for these 4 weeks, okay? From June 31st or June 21st to like July something. It's July something. It's at the end of July. We move into Leo, and then we're gonna be like, everybody look at me. But for this month, we're gonna be like super, super, super sensitive. So, it's a good time for family. It's a good time to give yourself, like, make your personal space, your bedroom, or wherever you spend your private personal time. Try to make that into an oasis. Get some crystals. You might just out of nowhere want to redecorate your house. Cancers really they're all about the crab, the shell. So you're gonna want to feel really comfortable in your own space, and you're gonna want to give yourself that space to go to, because during Gemini season, our brains are lit, and then once you move into Cancer season, our heart pops open, and we'll watch a commercial and then cry for 3 days about some shit that happened to us when we were 7 years old, right? And that shit's already happening because we're ascending and we're healing and everything, right? So it's gonna be we're going to feel really sensitive, and to really love and care for yourself, it's very important to give yourself a place to go ahead of time that you feel comfortable and you feel private, where you can go and lose your shit and deal with your shit, and get your emotions balanced back in check, and make sure that you have your emotions balanced and in check before you have conversations with people, okay? Like, really, you're really gonna have to put a little bit of extra work into that this month, I feel, because it's gonna be really easy for you to pop off and then not realize it, and then afterwards be like, holy shit, I'm a monster. Well, you might not really be a monster. It could just be the fact that we're in Cancer season and we're about to hit Mercury, the shadow of Mercury retrograde. It's going to go retrograde at the end of the month, and Jupiter's retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, so karma is still going double time. So y'all are going to be like witnessing these amazing acts of God right before your eyes. That's karma going double time. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, how did that person get that job? How did that person get that house? Why is that person all of a sudden in the hospital? Like, how could that have happened that way? That's going to be the question. Well, the answer is karma, baby. Karma. Karma going hard. Karma going double time. Okay, so, I already shuffled your cards before I started the video, but I want to shuffle them just a little bit more. And while I shuffle, I'm going to try to make sure that I told you guys everything that I had for you. I think I did. The planets and Cancer season, super emotional. There's also some stuff going on with the other planets, of course. So there is a really good chance that a lot of new relationships are going to start this month. A lot of old relationships could be rekindled this month. It's going to be a really touchy-feely sort of month. So this is definitely a month for children to be conceived. So keep that in mind if you are trying to add to your family, create a family, or if that is the opposite of your desire. Keep that in mind, because that's going to be really easy this month. There could be, you really have to sort of be on guard this month, and I don't want to tell you to be defensive or anything, but just try to pay really close attention to what's going on around you, because it's really, really easy during this time of the year for people around you, say you're just at an event or you're doing something and you're not paying attention, and some shit pops off out of nowhere, like 2 feet from you, and there's a giant, physical fight because these two men, got really sensitive about something, and they handled it in a very primate way, and now they're fighting. So just be very aware of your environment and give yourself that space. As I said earlier, that's really the most important part. And really try to focus on things that make you happy, because that's also going to help you get through this. Okay, so I kept trying to figure out how I wanted to do your guys' spread. I kept wanting to do a solar cross, but I feel like that's better for next month. So, I'm gonna do sort of a moon spread, because this is the month of the moon. But I really want to try to give you guys something useful, so, alright, let's do this and see how it goes. Okay. Alrighty. Now, this is a general reading, so it will probably resonate with you on some level, but it may not. You may not think every single thing is perfectly lined up with your existence. If that was the case, we would all be living identical lives, right? Because this is a general reading. And this is for the Cancer energy, okay? So, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you're cross-watching for a Cancer or, stalking one. Also, the one thing I forgot to tell you guys before is that because this month is so, poppin' when it comes to, the planetary motion, it's gonna be so difficult, I feel, for, no, I don't know if I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I don't want to say it's gonna be difficult. Let's just sweep all that shit up. I always offer a discount for my personal readings for Mercury Retrograde, right? I'm gonna start to offer the discount now. I'm gonna extend it from the beginning of the month till the end of the month. Maybe into July as well. Well, no, it'll definitely be into July as well, because it will be all for the entire Mercury retrograde. So it'll probably be for June and July both, because with all of these possible obstacles ahead of us in the emotional sector, that's what I'm getting at. It would probably be more beneficial for you to get a Mercury retrograde reading now. So that you are prepared when Mercury comes. Because when I do a Mercury retrograde reading, I break it down for you. And you'll have a really good idea of what's going to come at you and the best way to handle all those things so that you can get the most out of Mercury retrograde. And it's also Cancer season. I was thinking about doing some type of a discount for people just because it's Cancer season, because it's really all up in the feels. So I just decided to do it this way. So from now until probably the end of July, there's going to be a discount on my readings, okay? Just to let you know that. Now, to get into the reading for June, the end of June, as we're coming into June, the recent past, this is my new deck, the Phantasmagoric Theater. We have the Two of Wands, which shows you making a decision about something new, because we have the Green Woman, so this is something new. We have the Green Woman, and look at this. This is beautiful. We have the Green Woman, and we have Embrace the Masculine. So there's a couple here from two different decks, even. with children. So either this is talking about you making a decision about your literal family sector. There's that word again, sector. I wonder if that has some sort of significance for somebody out there, because I literally never use that word. Okay, so we see a full family unit here with the husband, the wife, and the children. So some of you could have really been making some major decisions about your family, to stay together, to get a divorce, something like that. If that's not the case, you could break these energies down in a lot of different ways, but this is definitely a decision that you felt that you needed to make. If you're a female, it could have been about you. It could have been in regards to your significant other. It could have been in regards to a new business that is getting off the ground, something in the physical realm. This is very, very physical energy right here. And with children being a part of this as a factor, either literal children were an issue, or you were dealing with somebody that maybe you felt was immature, or you were behaving in an immature way, or it was possibly some things that happened to one of you guys when you were little, a childhood trauma that was possibly affecting this situation. Whatever this situation is, it's different for everyone, okay? As we come into July, in the beginning of Cancer season, we have the Page of Coins. So this fella has a name, but I don't have it memorized yet. I know it came out in one of my other videos and I said his name there. But he is a poker player, he is a poet. This is perfect for Cancer season, because he's very, very emotional. See, he's holding this, I thought that was a heart, but it is a diamond, but he's holding the diamond, the card. But I still feel like this represents the heart. This represents him, because he's a poet. It's like he wears his heart on his sleeve. And he's very interested in creating things and being very skillful. And so this definitely shows you wanting to create something, wanting to build something. You're looking for signs. You're doing this in a spiritual manner. We also have the blessing and let your friends help you. So some of you may be getting married. You may be planning a wedding. For sure, you could be planning a wedding with these energies. You could be planning a new business, and maybe it's a spiritual business, or maybe you really want this business to be a blessing. You are really like praying about this. You really want to stay in spiritual alignment with this, whatever this new thing is. It could be a relationship, buying a new house. It could be starting a business, a new relationship, getting married. It's something about moving on. With the Page of Pentacles here, it's about creating something, moving to the next level, and following your destiny with this, because we see the signs in the blessing card. And then let your friends help you, let your angels help you. Physical friends, spiritual friends, you have a lot of help with this. Whatever it is, it definitely seems like it's divinely supported. Mid-month, by the time we get halfway through the month, we're going to progress into this energy with death. This is the energy of Scorpio. It's male and female energy. This is the very first time I've ever pulled this card in this deck, and I love it. I love the skeleton. Check him out. Okay, so this is a major transformation. This is the endings for new beginnings, and it came out with the Lady of Faith, card number 44. So again, we have angels. Oh my goodness, 44, no shit, 44 in both decks. Cancer, oh my goodness. This is a big deal, okay? That is a clear angel message, 4444. That surrender to the flow, the Lady of Faith came up with finances and careers, okay? So this is a really, really good sign, Cancer. This is a sign that you, and 13, 3, and 1 is 4, no shit. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. I had never seen something like this before. Okay, so clearly a phase is ending, and it's one that you don't need anymore. One that it's like you're just like, I'm so glad this is finally over. I feel nothing but relief with this. Surrender to the flow, Lady of Faith. This is about keeping your heart open and understanding that you got all fours, right? So you are divinely guided with this, and this is going to bring you a lot of money. This is going to bring you a lot of abundance. This is really, really good. Okay, and you're closing the month off with the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Coins. This is the first time I've ever pulled this card in this deck as well. So I don't know what the storyline of this is, but the 9 of Pentacles is about having an abundance, about feeling proud of yourself, feeling like you accomplished your goal, like you accomplished what you set out to accomplish. This came out with new love. Show that you care. Card number 42, and you have got to be fucking kidding me. 42, the Lady of Song. You got 2 42s. I need a minute. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. That is... I'm speechless. So, for real, 42, 42, and lots of 4s. 4s is a big thing for you this month. That is insane. Okay, so you're feeling independent. You're feeling like you are on top of the world, like you accomplish your goals. Like even if you're in this like new relationship or new business or new life phase, or even if it's an old relationship that just has this huge like rocket of newness to it, you're still feeling like completely yourself. You're still feeling very, very stable in who you are and full alignment with yourself. You got it popping. What is it with that? That's the 3rd time I've said that in this video too, and I don't usually repeat myself. So show that you care. So you're going to be feeling very generous with this new abundance that you have. And Lady of Song shows you being very calm, in a very calm meditative state, being very aware of existence on a very deep level, being very enlightened. This song is about being able to hear the noise around you and hear all of that, and then go beyond that into the silence that exists beyond all the sound, and then go beyond that and being able to hear that. So this is about frequency. This is, you know, basically about the fabric of existence. And so you are in this place where you have accomplished these goals for yourself, and you're feeling so good that you just feel infinitely generous and caring towards everybody. You got this new love, these butterflies in your tummy feeling, and you also feel like you're not in this place of codependency because you feel very dependent, or you feel very independent on your own. You're in your own energy. And you don't feel like you need to have somebody in your life. So this love is going to be very welcomed, and it's going to be, it's going to feel very good, very comforting, very soft and subtle and sweet to you, just the way love is supposed to be, Cancer. And this shows you showing yourself a lot of nurturing energy as well, and that bubbling over into the rest of your life. I think this is the best Cancer reading I have ever done, and I'm so happy that it's during your birthday month, Cancer. So I hope you have a beautiful month. If you want a personal reading, just let me know. jaxmoonbeam444@gmail.com is my email, and if you check my description box, there's lots of other ways to contact me. Follow me on social media, all that stuff. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your shares, your subscribes, and all your beautiful comments. Your support means a lot to me. So I'll see you guys soon.